Hey, everybody, Russ W. Oker on GoHillsTV, powered by Winger Companies. Time for our post-game interview with Coach Kevin Nuss. The Warriors win it 4-0 over NIACC. The Trojans come to town. Coach, I want to start before we get into the offensive side of things. Hayashi was in goal, and he had a couple of fantastic saves.
Absolutely. Like I said from day one, between Mateus Carduzio and Kosei, we have two great goalkeepers. It's every problem a coach wishes they have. Ultimately trying to decide every day who's going to be your number one is really difficult, but he just proved again that he has the ability to keep us in games, and that's what you need from your goalkeeper.
All right, let's talk offensively. You guys were on the attack most of the game. NIACC did make a few runs at your goal, but you were in control of the ball a good portion of the game. You come into halftime 1-0. What did you say to your squad that seemed to spark us in that second half?
Well, I think we created a number of chances. Like you said, I think overall our possession rate was about 85% according to our numbers. Anytime you control the ball that much and you don't finish your chances, it's natural to get a little frantic, get a little concerned that we're not getting our creating goals. So I think late in that first half, we were a bit anxious. We wanted to force the play a little bit too much, and North Iowa created some opportunities off of that. So at halftime, it was just settle, just relax. The game's going to come to us. We're controlling possession. We're doing it in the right spaces. We eliminate those simple mistakes. And once that started to happen, we settled in a bit more in that second half. And obviously, the number of chances we created, we ultimately finished just enough that we needed. So at halftime, it was just, we're good, just relax. And that's all we really needed.
You got the goal fairly early, about 10 minutes, just over 9 minutes into the contest. Fabio Lozano scored, I think, on a pass ahead from Pueblo. It kind of takes the edge off, right, when you get the early lead. Yeah,
it can be a double-edged sword sometimes. When it comes that early and comes that easy, it can naturally change the way you want to play, and everybody kind of wants to get a little goal hungry, and you start to change the way that we're asking you to play because you think there's opportunities to score goals. So it was great. Obviously, it settles you in, but it can almost make you complacent. And I think we slipped it in a little bit, knowing that we scored that goal and then created a number of chances and didn't score. But like I said, once we settled in, the number of chances that we created we were bound to find the back of the net.
Tani got your second goal, and that was a pretty impressive attack on the net.
Yeah, ultimately he's one of our best individual, 1v1 attackers, and you can see it in that moment. He just puts his head down, takes guys on. He has the ability, that change of pace, change of direction, to make anybody look silly. And if he does that in the right spot and gets onto his left foot, the kid can finish, and he showed that.
And then he added another goal, and then Pueblo Marquez, I said, they say you can't keep a good man down. And that was his only goal of the game. First goal came late for him, but he did a lot of things to set up other goals. All in all, Coach Polona, who called the game with me, played a little JV soccer back in his day. He thought he graded Marquez having a pretty good outing overall.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a guy that wants to be perfect. He wants to be, find the back of the net, and he takes pride in being the goal scorer. So creating those chances and not finishing those, even into last game against Southeastern, I think he hit the crossbar, hit the post twice, had a goal, cleared off the line, missed some open chances. I think he was in his own head. So it was good to let him be in there and fight and create those opportunities, even though he didn't finish them. We want him to score, and we want him to be in those situations, and he does that. So it was good for him to finally get another goal, and hopefully there's more to come from him.
Well, obviously, I'm sure you'll go back and watch the film. We talked about all the good things here, but I know I've only known you a little while, but I know that there's going to be things you want to improve on.
Absolutely.
So initially, what are your thoughts as to when you talk to your team, what can we do better?
Yeah, I think unfortunately we're going to face a number of teams that present the same problem of having numbers lower, and like I said, with the girls game, teams are going to sit in a low or a mid to low block and make it difficult to get the goal. So we're going to have large patches of possession in our own half in the middle third. We need to advance quicker, get in behind their lines, find those pockets of space earlier, and they need to be brave, because ultimately to play those passes are going to be difficult. They may turn the ball over, and they know we value possession, but we also need to be able to do that in spaces where we're putting teams under pressure. So playing forward quicker is going to be something that we really need to get on if we're going to face teams like this that are going to sit in on us. But I think that just comes with obviously it comes with time, seeing teams defend the way they've defended against us. Like I said, we have to start to be braver with our passes and find those passes quicker. We have to find them earlier and go forward with them.
Well, ultimately, from what I've seen athletically, you've matched up with everybody that you've played. Your thoughts now, again, as we talk about first year, these guys you're learning these guys as they're learning you.
Yeah.
Your thoughts now that you're 3-1-2, so you're 6 games into this.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on maybe just how good can this team be?
There's enough talent on this team to be successful. So, like I said from day one, the way that I want to play tactically is not easy. Physically, it's not easy. It's high energy for 90 minutes. Technically, we need to be sharp. We need to be consistent. But then more importantly, we need to be mentally tough. And it's easy to say that you're mentally tough, but once you get into these moments and you're not having success, or you're trying new things and it's not coming off, again, it's going to continue to come together, all of those elements. I'm asking for a lot, but 6 games in, you can see that we have the ability. You can see that we can execute. Now we just need to come together as a team, stay focused and moving ourselves forward, and I think there's a lot to be gained from this team.
All right, Coach, you're going to go to over the Davenport area. It's going to play Scott on Tuesday, and then you're back here next Sunday against Northeast. So we're getting in and moving into the middle, the heart of the season. Going to be a whole lot of action. Our next broadcast will be the Sunday home game. Any thing that you know about Scott and Northeast as we look ahead a little bit?
They've struggled as of late. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. That's the first thing I'll do when I get back in the office tonight is to move, like I said, move forward, and that's our next opponent. So looking at results, they've struggled. I can make assumptions off the way that they're going to play. I think it's going to be similar to what we've seen. So it's going to be good practice to continue to play against those type of teams, and it's going to be good for us to be mentally strong, to be able to have possession, maybe not finish our chances and keep fighting, and then to come back and do it again with Northeast. Like I said before, there's no easy games in the schedule for us. So, and we're looking forward to it. That's what we want.
All right, Coach Nuss got a beautiful day for it. The Warriors win it 4-0, 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and we get to sweep men's and women today. Big thanks to Stephen Goodwin on the camera and Jimmy out the second for running the show, and a huge shout out to Coach Hank Polona for joining me in the broadcast booth in the second game, and Coach Nuss for joining me in the second half of Game 1. I had a lot of fun calling the games with those guys. That's going to do it from the U.S. Bank broadcast booth. I'm Russ W. Oker on Go Hills TV, powered by Wingard Company, saying so long, everybody.